Nebraska might be pretty good. But you know, I think the thing is, when you're closer to the East Coast, like West Virginia, it's not that cold, not a whole lot of snow. It's like easier, but it can get hot in the summer. You know, so it depends. You want to you live in the mountains.
Middle America is
probably harder to
flooded pretty hard too, and they got tornadoes.
But if you buy land in Nebraska, you can certainly grow corn, and then live off of corn. You'd be a corn person. Yeah, they love their corn.
Hey, you said something about Amazon earlier.
What about it?
Do we have to stop using it?
Yes.
I'm obsessed with Amazon. I love Amazon. They get it here the next day, 2 days later.
The Amazon microchip is in your brain already.
You can buy almost everything on Amazon. I don't want to stop using it. I've given over to the Borg or something.
It's awfully convenient, bro.
It's not just that. It's you know, when I was living in the Philly area, it was really easy to be like, let's go to this store or that store to buy what we need. Now we're in the middle of nowhere. There is no that store that we need. It doesn't exist.
Now you would have taken a 3-hour trip into the city once a month to get, go into town to get the things.
Now, I tell you, the mail, so the way it works when you live in the middle of nowhere is that Amazon delivers your items to the post office, not to your house. And then the post office delivers your Amazon packages most of the time. And boy, are they salty with us.
I bet. You better tip your postman, buddy.
Can you do that?
Of course.
Yeah.
I just tipped my trash guys today.
Yeah,
I'll get the mailman. You should especially tip your regular mailman.
I didn't know you were allowed to give them money. I don't want to.
You're like supposed to in New York City, like your mailman and your garbage man.
Really?
Yeah.
Mailman?
That's
like a federal job. You're giving him cash.
That's what I did.
But sometimes like
you want to get all them boxes from Amazon?
Ian ordered like 50 gallons of vinegar for some reason
to go with the 50 gallons of beans,
salt. And the mail lady's like pulled up with this big old truck full of vinegar, and she was like, "Why are these so heavy? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
One of them was upside down and exploded. Vinegar all over the truck.
Yeah, dude, it was awful.
She's cool.
The mailman must be here every day for like at least a half hour unloading stuff.
It's like 10 minutes.
Dude, I just get a whim and I'll order one thing. That's another trip for the mail person.
Just like a bunch of vinegar, and one of them exploded, and her whole truck stank the whole time. Yeah. And then, but we have to order things for snacks for the guests and like batteries and stuff. So we're running a business, so we do like a big order of batteries, and they have this big heavy box. They're like, "What is this?" We recently bought a whole bunch of airsoft stuff. This is a cool thing. Just go in the backyard. We got Luke. We went to the store and we just basically bought a ton of airsoft stuff.
The lady was trying to not to sell us the stuff. She didn't believe we were buying all this stuff.
This was the craziest thing, because I'm like, okay, we're gonna do 5 rifles and 5 airsoft handguns. And then the guy starts taking them down, and Luke's like, "We'll take that one." And the lady's like, "No, what are you doing? Put them back. And Luke's like, "We're buying it." She goes, "No, you don't need this. What are you doing?" And then finally, it wasn't until I was like, "I have a credit card. We are going to be buying this." Why? Well, Luke's an instructor, and Luke is going to, do basic trainings and
Well, if you do any firearms training, it's best to do it with airsoft first, especially with the type of caliber and replica possibilities that you have here, because you don't want to be using a real gun when it comes to practicing some real CQB or some advanced stuff, especially with people who never held a gun in their hands. So you never want to do that. So but airsoft is perfect.
It's fun. And we're working on the vlog, and we're getting ideas for it. And so we're thinking of putting up a wall with like airsoft stuff. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But man, she just didn't, want to let us buy this stuff.
Why was that?
I guess she just didn't think
you look like riffraff.
Yeah, because we look like riffraff. She was like, "Do you have a team?" And I was like, "No, we're just gonna, horse around and But we have this big space to do it. So the next thing I think is what we're gonna do with this. I'm hoping that we can get something